All right. I want to tell you about one of the greatest battles in U.S. history, probably global history as well. The Battle of Gettysburg, 1863. Robert E. Lee, the general of the Southern forces, wanted to bring a swift end to the Civil War, wanted to take the war home to the North. He felt that if he could score a victory on Union ground, he could get popular opinion to turn against Lincoln, maybe get some European countries in on the southern side, and bring a swift end to this hellacious conflict. And the climactic moment of his northern campaign was going to be at a little town called Gettysburg, where he would square off against the Union commander, General Meade, who was nicknamed the damn old goggle-eyed snapping turtle by his men. And it was a good nickname. And whoever won this battle, whichever side, was probably going to go on to win the Civil War. It's that important. That means the Union, the United States of America, is on the line. Oh, and not just that, slavery, the future of millions of people in bondage, is on the line. And at the far end of the Union position is Colonel Joshua Chamberlain of the 20th Maine, at the top of a hill called Little Round Top. And he's ordered to hold his position no matter what. And the danger was clear, that if the South was able to overrun his force, turn the corner, they could outflank the entire Union position, blow them to pieces, and that would be the end of the Union, and slavery would be perpetuated. Chamberlain understood this and had to hold, and they hold all day. The boys from Alabama were coming up the hill time after again and were beaten back every time. And at the end of the day, Chamberlain's men come up to him and say, "Hey, boss, we're out of bullets." And Chamberlain, is taken aback by this. And he realizes, well, we're supposed to pull back. The textbook, all the training says, well, you have to retreat. But he can't. He has to hold, and there's no reinforcements on the way. And the boys from Alabama are starting to form at the base of the hill for one more charge. And Chamberlain looks his men in the eye, and instead of ordering retreat, he says, "Fix bayonets." Fix bayonets. And his subordinates instantly knew what had to be done. And they extended their line out as far to the left as they could. And when the order was going to be given, he wanted his men to come charging down the hill like a slamming gate, so they would be able to attack the Southerners from the front and the side simultaneously. And they were ordered to scream as loud as they could. And Chamberlain himself got on top of the stone wall, took out his saber, and yelled, "Charge!" And the boys from Maine came over and down that wall, and like furies from hell, ran right into those Southern boys from Alabama. And the Southerners, shocked by this charge, only a group of people who had gotten massive reinforcements would attempt such a thing. Certainly not men without bullets. And the Southerners, when they saw this charge, they surrendered. They quit. They put down their guns, and many of them were taken captive. And they were absolutely shocked and appalled to realize later that they surrendered to men with no bullets. But that's what Chamberlain realized as a commander, that there are certain times in life where failure is not an option, where you have to find a way to win, where you can't fall back. He was on death ground, and his men knew it. They knew what the stake was, and they got the job done. And there are going to be times like this in your life where you can't fall back anymore, where you're going to have to find a way to be successful, where you're going to have to find a way to take care of your family, where you're going to have to find a way to get the job done. You're going to have to be like Chamberlain. Fix bayonets.